if you have Zip Hydrotap and you hot water stop coming out, and yet the cold water is still working fine, the best thing is to touch your unit, make sure it's still hot, and if it is, it's pretty good chance that your hot water pump stop working. Now just be aware that when you disconnect it, the tank's still going to be full of hot water. So the first thing to do is disconnect the water supply and then drain the hot water just by pressing your buttons if you still can. If not, just press the cold water out and take as much water out as possible. And then if no hot water comes out at all, well, then you need to be careful when you disassemble it so you don't burn yourself. The easiest way to test this is you're going to take the cover off. There's 6 screws, already taken them out, 3 on each side, and you will need the Torx T25 to do that. And once you do that, you take the cover off. And inside here, the pump's here on the bottom, that's the pump. And the connection of it is here, the little black plug. And when you peel the insulation back, you can see red and black wire at 12 volts. The easiest way to test if this your problem is the pump is just grab a small 12 volt battery, which I have it here, and you just connect plus to plus and minus to minus, and it should freely run. If it's not doing so, if it's not running fast or it's not running at all, well, you will need to buy one and then replace it. To do that, you're going to have to remove all the solenoids, which they have at the back, just 2 screws, and the whole is going to come out. Everything's going to come out. It's assembly. There's 6 wires going to them, so if you're not certain, just mark them so you can't mistake which one goes where. Disconnect the wires. Then there's a push fit connection, so you just depress the top, that would slide off. Then the other elbow, which goes to the tank, you need to take the little clamp off and gently slide it off and take the whole thing out so you have enough room later on, because if this is attached to the, obviously you won't be able to take the tank out. To remove the tank, which you're going to need to do to get the access to the pump, which is right underneath there, if you can see it, you're going to need to take first of all this band out like so, and this will just let it go. Then you'll be able, after disconnect that, you'll be able to gently lift up everything as an assembly and then swing it out to the side. I'll do this on the little board because it's easy to spin around. And once you have this out, you're going to have to loosen up the next band as well, which the lock is behind, and then disconnect the pipe underneath it. Once you do this, then you just replace the water pump. All these things it's going to just slide out, which is the easiest way. Don't disconnect anything, just slide this all out, and this is going to just comes out with it. Then it's easier to disconnect. Now after I already replaced the pump on mine, and I plugged in the unit and still wasn't working. The trouble was, if you can see it, there's a capacitor here. There's one there when I'm pointing to. It's 1500 1500 microfarads by 10 volts, and that was blown. I already replaced that. That's the old one. You can see, oh sorry, that's not this one.